advocacy which we do every Wednesday. And today that you're here, some people will say, I can do Twikong, or maybe Ike likes to sue you a lot. But I can't help but sue you when there are issues that require suing. Okay? One of those issues has been the state of the road in Akroima State. You've been very vocal about this, Twikong. On several occasions, you have had to fuel your vehicle, even when fuel was being sold at 2K, approximately. I recall vividly, you fueled your vehicle, and then you went to, do some assessment in some of the roads. On one of those episodes, you went and counted 99 potholes. I mocked you for a bit there, and I asked you who sent you job. But you said it's an unsolicited job that you've, sent yourself for the benefit of Akroima State. So, Otwekong, have you gone around the state lately since we started talking about the state of the roads? Before I talk about one road that people are complaining about.
I think when you say what I have gone through, I keep wondering. I live in Akroima State. I drive in Akroima roads. I mingle in the streets. My people are all over the streets, all over the state. We gather reports from across state, one of the government areas of the state, because my organization has structures across the entire local government and even beyond Akroima State. So I gather report. Even right now, people are sending me report. So truth is that between last week when I came here to take time to list out over 61 roads that are ridden and potholes and have become immotorable and deplorable. And today, nothing has changed. The only thing that has changed is that yesterday there was state ESCO meeting, which except of the ESCO meeting, I just let me commend the governor, because this is one man who is consistent in ensuring that he delivered development despite the state that he is today, because of the unfortunate incident that befell his family, the wife and the entire state. He is still consistent in ensuring that development and the government is not slow. The governance still go ahead as though nothing has happened. I want to applaud him because I took time to read the excerpt of yesterday's ESCO meeting, and I'm surprised that the governor still has the spirit to sit and preside over the ESCO meeting and was discussing development of the state throughout the ESCO meeting. I did not see where they mentioned, let us, suspend activities of government until the burial of my wife or until the burial of the first lady or something. None. All I saw in the minute that was made public by the Commissioner for Information is about development of the state. First of the issue was the issue of the 2025 budget. The budget proposal for 2025, the state government from the budget, 2025 budget will be having recurrent expenditure of 300 billion for recurrent expenditure. This is a shortfall or a decrease, 14% decrease from what you had in 2024. So you have 14%, decrease. It simply means that there will be prudency now. Let me just use that word, prudency and transparency, because you don't have, you don't allocate funds to agencies that are not working, and they are drawing their interest, they are drawing their stipends, and they have been promoted and all of those. So there is now a scrutiny to now have a 14% decrease of what you had in 2024 budget. So for the current expenditure in 2025, you will be having the current expenditure will be 300 billion. And then for capital expenditure, which is about project, is 655 billion. This is a huge, increase. You have over 13% increase compared to what we have in 2024 budget. This is an applause and thumbs up for the government of Pastor Umoino. And then the government has projected that internally generated revenue will be targeted at 80 billion. You see,
which is also good.
A 28% rise from what you had in the current budget of the year. So total, what the government is proposing to the assembly for further legislative business will be 955 billion naira for the budget of this 2025 5. This is a huge one. When this goes through and is thoroughly, scrutinized by the assembly and passed, it will make the state to become a construction site. Let me use that language. Now, going further from the ESCO meeting, I also saw that the governor urged the MDAs to be proactive and to deliver on their mandate. We have been coming here to hammer on MDAs. The governor has also emphasized the need for the MDAs to live up to their responsibilities. Furthermore, I saw in the ESCO except that let me leave that one. That is the brand management and marketing SSA, which is my friend Rafi. They presented his report, and the governor said that the entire MDAs should adopt it so as to ensure uniformity. My major concern is item number 2 on the except. Item number 2, which I believe you have, is pothole assessment report. It became an item. We have laid an advocacy that have made the government to make pothole assessment report to become an item in their ESCO meeting. This is a thumbs up to the governor. He listens to what we are saying here, and he feels that there is need to address it. Now, in the ESCO meeting of yesterday, the issue that topped the agenda was pothole assessment. The report we are having here is that the Commissioner for Works and Fire Service presented a report on pothole assessment and repairs, assuring that the state is on course to achieve a no pothole status. The governor tasked the ministry to ensure contract deliver quality results. Now, I don't know the kind of report that the governor would have been presented to by the Commissioner for Works and Fire Service. If my brother is my kinsman, I'm not paying lip service for anyone. I'm not holding brief for anyone. My duty as a CSO, my duty as a taxpayer, my duty as a journalist is to hold government and its officials accountable. It is easier to tell a blind man that there is no oil in the pot of soup and he will taste it and believe you. But telling that there is no pepper or there is no salt in the soup, when he tastes this pot of soup, he will know that there is actually pepper or salt or no salt. What I'm simply saying is that I can go to Burkina Faso and stay there and tell a conference that Akroima has no pothole, and they will clap for the government, they will clap for me, they will say we are living in heaven. But I, and frankly, so that is living on the street, that is driving the street in Uyo, will tell you that that kind of report may not actually be what is it true, what is on ground. Why do I say this? I said the report in that SOSF shows that the Commissioner for Works and Fire Service presented a report on potholes and said that the job is on course, and the governor tasked that all the jobs should be delivered, on record time. I don't know the kind of job that report that he presented. Why do I say this? Last week I came here to present over 62 streets and roads that are ridden with potholes. If we have time, I would have gone back again to recall all these roads and streets. They are within Akwa Ibom State. Some of them are even within the purview of where the governor lives in a warehousing. Some of them are even within where the commissioner lives in Shelter Afrique. Some of them are within where the government officials are driving through. And I could take time to read again if you have time to recap that we have over 62 roads and streets in Uyo ridden with potholes. Ukanafort Street, Obimo Street, Aka, Itiam Street, Edekpan Avenue, Mbiabong Timber Road, Osongoma Road, internal roads off Abak Road and off Nepal Line, Umoren Street, Ekpenyong Street, Udoikang Street, Ekbobot Street, Gip Street, Udo Street, Udok Street, Akpadesien Street, Potakot Street, Ukokonetuk Street, Akpabio Street, Utang Street, Ewet Housing. And I said in Ewet Housing, we have it in Ben Udo, we have it in F line, we have it in D line, we have it in B line, we have it in C line, where you have the Akroima, the agency whose duty it is to fix potholes. We have potholes before even their office. Then we have it in Lagos Street. Then we have it in Sivanus Okon Avenue, Mbak Road, Aka Etinan Road, Aka Atan Road, Aka Etinan Bypass, William Street, Jubilee School Road, Ikono Street, Itiam Street, Nsentap Street, Calabar Street, Nepa Line, that's off Nepa Line, and even Nepa Line, Kelvin Lane, Inemetokban Street, Udo Udoma, by House of Assembly U-turn, Abak, that's Abak Road, from where I said Abak Road.
By House of Assembly U-turn.
The U-turn, as soon as you go out, there is a U-turn now. The pothole is eating in from the side of the road. It's caving in.
You mean before
the House of Assembly U-turn?
Okay, I know that.
Before the U-turn, as you just turned.
That happened during last year.
It is still there. It's caving in now.
A lot of them trucks that did work there.
It's caving in right now. It's caving in. If you are doing a U-turn now, you must be careful not to go in there because it's deeper than as it were. Now, Abak Road. I told you here that from Plaza to Mechanic Village, we counted over 17 potholes after we were told that the government has released over 90 million to fix potholes from Abak Road to Mechanic Village.
You're going to forgive me. You mentioned the back road, and the back road is captured in one of the newspapers for this morning, which generated a lot of heat. And I would need you to confirm the Mail actually put this one here, and boldly written. And the Mail says, commuters groan as a back road by Ring Road roundabout collapses.
That is where I was going to.
19 months after construction, and a company was named.
Okay, and now why don't you just allow me to reel down the reason why I'm taking pains to go through again is maybe those who were in the ESCO meeting are not following what we are doing here. Like I said, it's easier to tell a blind man that there is no oil in the pot of spices. He will believe it because he's blind. He will taste it, and the oil will not be different from spices. But tell the blind man that there is no pepper oil, there is no salt, he will know there is actually one or not. So why am I saying this? I am reacting now to the report that may have been presented in the ESCO meeting of yesterday, which the governor has tasked the ministry to ensure that the job are delivered. I have mentioned up to Abak Road, and I said that Abak Road from Plaza to Mechanic Village, we counted 17 potholes after we were told that the government has approved and released over 90 million to fix potholes from Abak Road to from a plaza, Abak Road Plaza, to where you have Mechanic Village. Within that stretch, we counted 17 potholes. And going further, you get to the Ring Road 1, that is the Samson Doidion roundabout. Shortly after, you have a very big ditch, which is where you are having that complaint. The complaint that you are having now is shortly after the Samson Doidion roundabout, still at a back road. That will take you now from that point now to Federal Secretariat up to the Akroima flyover. You have potholes. What they have done, which I will come to tell you, let's leave that one now. A back road. Then we have Babangida Avenue. I will tell you what they have done. They have done something there, which I will tell you. They have done something there, which I will tell you. Oron Road by Uran. I was here to tell you what they have done. I will tell you. Mwangiba, I told you that they have done something, but they have patched that Anwa, that U-turn by Anwa, U-turn. But when you live there and go further in Mwangiba, you pass through, when you pass the Uniopen site roundabout, go down a little, as you are going towards Lucky Filling Station, you will see pothole. Before you get to, I don't want to mention the name of the church, I think Reverend Richard Henry, that that Reverend Father, the church is somewhere there. That area you have pothole. From there to Iduruan, you have pothole reading on the highway.
You mentioned some of the places that works have been done. Did you also capture the IDB by that e-library?
I said I will tell you. I'm coming now. I said I will tell you what they have done. I am now the mic off your mic. Let me not.
My mic is off.
Let me not. Let my thought not be waved off. Now, from Lucky Station at Waiba to Iduruan, you have potholes. Now you have Goodluck Jonathan Boulevard. I told you here, we have potholes in the middle of the where material got deflected. You have at from Birebe Junction to Ikorekang Junction, where in Etinan, you have potholes very bad on those stretches of road. Now, I told you that all the approaches, which is known in the civil engineering term as Belmat, all the approaches to the ring road that were done are abandoned, and they have now become a major challenge to the ring road that was done. I used, for instance, I told you Akpa Obe, off the Samson Young, and I told you last time, I said, go all the ring road from Aka Road down to Mbiabong, that is Ring Road 2. You will see all the approaches that leads to the streets on the Ring Road have been abandoned. And then when you go down again from Mbiabong to Nwangeba, Ring Road 3, all the approaches are abandoned. The airport road that was expanded to Udo Emmanuel Boulevard, all the approaches that leads to those that leads to the highway have been abandoned. And I told you that even back road, that is Inifa, back road, go and look at it. You can't even drive through up to the end of the road. It's abandoned. Now I suppose that the contractors ought to have asked that the government should award more contract for them to go and fix those approaches. If actually it wasn't captured in the Belma that was awarded to them. Then I told you again that timber at the timber market to AKTC. Have you been to AKTC Park? The entire stretch of AKTC Park, both the old one, both the new one, both where you have Nasarawa in Itam, both where you have Nasarawa market. All those axes are completely, a forgotten terrain. Then, if you go down, even within the park, that urban water that will just, place here, create, belt. All the park that he built, one in Itam, one in Abak Road, one in Mbiabong, go and see them. All those parks have been abandoned, and the internal roads have become deplorable and unusable. Then I told you here that Ekpa Road, I led the team to go and see, because it became an issue. The entire Ekpa Road, Udoite, Itu Road have been cut off from Uyo capital city, and the government has awarded contract to fix the Uyo village road. We went through to see if it is still motorable, if job has even commenced, and nothing was done. We did not even see anybody on site as at last 2 weeks that we went there to see if anything was happening. Now that area, don't forget that area is a university community, that you have a mixed population of people from other tribes, from other states. So that is like a signage, a sign point, a signage for the state. But that area is abandoned, and you have issues of court activities because security agencies can no longer patrol the area to and fro. Abak Road, Ekpa Road, Udoite, and Itu Road. These are university community. Now, if you want to go to Calabar, initially you either go through the village road, or you pass through the Ekpa Road, or you pass through the Udoite Road, or you pass through the Itu Road, or you go and pass through the Itam market axis where you have the Itam axis. But now the Itam market axis, the Itam flyover side has been cut off, blocked, because they are doing some job in Tabanaku Road, which would have led up to the Udoite Road. But that road has been cut off for the past 6 months, cutting off the entire people of that area. Their businesses have been crumbled. Their social life has been destroyed. Anyone living there, when the wedding comes out, going in again is a major challenge for them. So I came here to tell that nothing has been done. I don't know whether that report was captured in what was given yesterday to the government during the ESCO meeting. I told you that Nwetonku Road that leads to Ibiakuruan is completely a no-go area. Next in Mandela, no-go area. Itam police station, all that stretch of the road, where you even have Asema office, is a complete no-go area.
Something is going to be happening.
I'm coming. It's there in the report. It is captured in the report.
Something is happening in that place today.
I believe the governor goes there.
Yeah, no, today.
I believe the governor should go there.
There'll be a reception.
I know they want to
official launch
of those vehicles.
The equipment for Aksema.
I know of the. So we've seen the report.
He will see those roads.
I hope they will take him through that stretch where he will drive through.
Plenty of bad roads.
I want to pray that the governor will personally go there to go and flag off that activity for Asema, because when we talk here, as if we are speaking because we are saying or we have the mic to speak. We speak because we live in the street, we live on the road, we live in the community. Now the whole of that stretch is cut off. Ikorekbuk of Kalabaitu Highway is cut off. CCC Road at Ekpa Road is cut off. SNL Street in Abak Road is cut off. Federal housing, you have several potholes. Silas Udo in Abak Road housing, you have several potholes. Now this is over 62 streets ridden with potholes. That being said, what they have done in Oron Road, what the report that I believe, I want to guess now into what the report that was submitted yesterday to the ESCO meeting, which the governor asked the commissioner to ensure that, speedy job is done. What I guess they have done is, number one, Oron Road by Uran Street, which they blocked the manhole. And I came to that they have blocked the manhole. That is where they have patched that pothole that used to be there. And what they have done there is haphazardly done. Again,
why do you say that?
They have blocked manhole.
So
that will take that manhole. That manhole. Let me explain the function of the manhole is to empty water from there to Mwangeba. Now, when it rains, water will settle down there, and then when anybody driving there, the car will either skip. If so, liquidator. The fact is there to speak for itself. So when we speak, we mention the street and the road. You go and see. If you are a civil engineer, go and see, and come and say that what we say here is false. Then you have Oron Road by Osongoma traffic lights. That particular road, they have done it, and it's not done the way it ought to be done. Oron Road by Osongoma traffic light, which I have mentioned severally. Go and see it now. That one is just here. Then Mwaniba by Ekpenyong, they have filled the pothole with subgrade. That is, they use stone base to fill potholes at Mwaniba by Ekpenyong Street. They fill the pothole with a stone base, what we call subgrade. Now that destroys vehicle windscreen. Vehicle driving through there, you match those potholes. When you match that you match the stone base, it takes those chippings up. It could destroy your windscreen. So that job is haphazardly done. Then in Sika Edwalk, they have the 2-lane. Of course, they have done that one. They've done that one completely. I want to say it's okay. I give them a thumbs up, because the way they excavated it, make it like a square, and done a thorough good job. Babangida Avenue, you mentioned that. I said I will come to that point. From the NCI down, they actually patched some potholes. The one opposite E-Library, they patched. The one opposite I think Toyota Motors, they also patched. The one opposite NCI, they patched. But when you move a bit further to where you have the Christian Fellowship Evangelical Church, just between the NCI up to Secretariat, I counted 8 potholes. And that has been done in their report that they may have been submitted to the governor as at yesterday. So why am I taking time to say this? I want the governor's SA on project delivery, they call him advisor, to go around now. He should leave the comfort of his office and go to the street. I have taken time to list out all these roads, list out all these potholes. You should go to the street to check, to fact check, and see if what we are saying here is false. Then going further, like what you mentioned, of course, under the Environmental Protection Agency, that is Prinsikim, during the ESCO meeting, gave a report, and I think they have been able to acquire some equipment, which, like you mentioned, today.
They'll be doing that.
They will be,
those equipments.
The equipment will be were procured.
Office.
They will be, unveiling it and all of that. Now, having said this, Ike, I want to believe that the governor of Akroima State believes in delivering democracy. He believes in ensuring that the monies put into any project will actually yield result. Like I used to say, if Akroima State were to be the commissioner for works, private enterprise, I don't think that this kind of roads will be, this kind of things will happen. And the question is that, what is the duty of Akroima? Akroima was established by law, by statute, and that Akroima is under the governor's office. And so, why do you then go and award contract for what an agency should be doing? The governor would have been asking Akroima, just like he's asking ASEMA, to come and give account of what they are doing. Instead of questioning the commissioner to come and give account, I would have expected the commissioner for environment giving account of what is happening in the state with refuse. But because ASEMA is under the governor's office, and so the governor is asking the agency to render account of what they are doing. So I would have expected the governor to also ask Akroima, which duty it is to fix potholes, to fix traffic, to fix all the street lights, to give account of what they are doing with the monies given to them, and them should be given account. You don't keep people who are in an office and they are drawing interest, they are drawing salaries and allowances, and nothing is done. And you keep them there, and instead, what they should be doing, you not give it as contract. Why do you give out contractors? I give this instance last time I came here. I said, I have not seen the Federal Ministry of Works, Dave Umahi, coming to patch potholes. When you have FEMA. That is not what Dave Umahi is doing. His major concern is how to ensure that the new roads that are being built by government are built to standard. Issues of potholes and repairing of federal roads and maintenance is handled by Federal Road Maintenance Agency, FEMA. So the FEMA will now give account to the presidency, and that is how it's done. Now, when you now call the ministry, come and give account of what an agency that is not working is doing. Whatever the ministry presents to the governor will take it hook, line, and sinker. Governor should be able to interact or call the agency. If you don't want the agency, you dissolve them. That keeping them on board and what they should be doing are handled by contractors. That is why the paper that you saw, which you want to read to me, is being people are being complaining because the job was handled by contractors.
Yeah, actually, it's from the Mail newspaper where it says commuters groan as a back road by Ring Road roundabout collapses. That's the term there, collapses. 19 months, emphasis on the 19 months.
That is the point.
It was constructed by NSEC.
And you will see more of this. Sorry to say this, sorry to be a prophet of doom, or sorry to play a human's job, or sorry to play devil's advocate. However you want to call me or be mischievous. I say you will see more of road collapses in the state because these jobs are done by people who are given as contractors. What is the work of the Ministry of Works? What is the work of Akroima? They are supposed to fix roads. You don't hand over except a major job that you can give to a major job you can give out. You can select out these jobs. But I have not seen, I don't know how to explain this, Ike. It pains my heart that taxpayers' monies are being used to give to agencies and ministries to fix our roads, and they are using it to give to people who come and do it as contractors.
Okay, this is the point where I say off your mic.
It's off.
So let's bring the listener in so that we can have this conversation. Otwekong has also mentioned one thing that a lot of you mentioned when I was reviewing the papers this morning, quoting the Mail newspaper that actually pinpointed that issue of a back road. Of course, this is not me. People have confirmed that. Otwekong confirmed it, and so the papers also gone there, seen that, and told the contractor has to come and answer question for the kind of job he did 19 months after. Now, 0906 000 4945. Alternatively, 0906 000 5945. Messages 0906 000 9455. Now, it's very important that I mention this right here because somebody may say, okay, so the people just sit there, and I've heard many times, I've heard them say they just sit down in the studio and talk. They just talk what they like. They just talk nonsense. Okay, so I've heard this term many times. So now, if you know that what we're saying is not true, please, you have an open invitation. Come in and then present your case. Okay, let's argue it out. Okay, so this whole term of they will just go to the studio and they just be talking anyhow. I have heard it many times and it's irritating to hear.
Let me even also add to your open invite to them to say that I can debate with anybody, both in and out of government, on these issues of potholes in Akroima State within 18 months of Pastor Moino's administration. Anybody can call me out for a debate anytime at all. I will come here to stand with anybody, both in the Ministry of Works, both from Akroima, and both callers who are government, sympathizers or pro. Call in anytime, come here, let's debate on this issue of potholes. And I will take you down to where potholes are. I have mentioned over 62 streets and roads. I'm willing to put fuel in my car, drive anybody around to see, to fact check all this way, because it's time to now match words with action.
Let's take some calls. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Kerry. I'm calling from Uyo.
Go ahead.
My issue, thank you, we are doing a good job. But my issue is not even on the pothole. My issue is on the streets. The streets in Oyo, there are so many streets in Oyo that are not touched. And it doesn't allow for development. If many of the side streets, if you take most of the highways that we have in Oyo, the side streets are not touched. I think the focus should be on let us see how we can turn more of the side streets and bring in development to these areas and the potholes. That it should be more of the concern of the citizens of Oyo. For many years, many streets in Oyo are not touched. Go, you see beautiful houses, but on tarred roads. We should concentrate on bringing the government attention to tar those roads, streets.
All right, thank you.
I wanted to even ask him. I wanted to even ask or to say this to the last caller that the roads that we have that are with potholes, which are little expense or little consequence to fix, are unable to fix. You are talking about going to town more. You know, you can imagine. I like his own advocacy, but the truth is that even the ones we have that was done by past administration have become pothole regions, and yet government is unable to fix it, the potholes, and you're asking for government to go and tar new roads. I think you might be asking for too much.
Let's take more calls. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you're calling from, sir?
Thank you very much. My name is Monday Mabali.
Go ahead.
I'm presenting this beautiful work well that I do. God bless you now.
Thank you.
Amen. Amen. Thank you.
The government raising to this boy to do the right thing for our Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, hi.
Turn that volume down, please. Turn it down, please. That's the first thing you should do. Your name, please.
Gideon from Oyo.
Go ahead.
The road network in Oyo is too poor. Unlike Calabar, looks like residential. In taxi, you can carry about 8 street people that you don't because they are joining. Oyo, when they do a road, they do it a little straight. And pothole is too many. This is the first time Oyo, they are bad. That big daddy in the bar road, that place will soon become a ravine. It is too bad. Initially, anyone that goes into a new house supposed to fix the house, the room, painted, fill everywhere before start any other thing. That we should have done. I'm sorry to say this in Calabar, they fix every road, pothole. That makes Calabar become so nice and beautiful. If you have done that, fix the pothole. Look at the road. Look at the road. Look at the bar road. Everywhere. Look somehow. There's nothing, even if you bring a big company, a big industry, without fixing this thing, you will look so somehow.
Okay.
I don't know. What are the Ministry of Works doing and every other environment? Look at everywhere it's on tape. Those people are...
All right. All right.
Can call the class, come to Calabar, it looks somehow. It looks somehow.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. I must commend His Excellency the Governor for something he said. I think that was at the aviation village at the airport, I think, where he said no contractor is allowed to go on Christmas. Okay, I must commend him for that statement.
Yes.
We must take advantage of the weather. He was very emphatic about that. I must commend the governor for that.
You know, one thing I like about the governor is a man that say it the way he feels. He say it the way he thinks it should be done. But my challenge with him has been implementation process. That comment.
Blame him.
I'm coming. No, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Blame his appointees.
The governor has made that kind of fine statement, and media has hyped it. It's everywhere in the media. Who will enforce it? The MDAs that have given out contract. Governor will not go from his office right now. He is, in fact, what is going through today in his family, he's even able to do all those. He should be commended. But the truth is that you would expect him to go out from his office to enter the street to see if those given the jobs are actually doing it or they have gone on break.
Okay.
That's the point.
You spoke about break. Let's quickly go on a commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.